Patel Royale and a fairly sizable gordo. Hey everybody, I'm Kate, and this is Cigar Vlog. So, Patel Royale. I think that is the whole name for this. I kind of misplaced the little invoice thing that actually told me what the full name was, but I'm pretty sure it's just Royale. Nice little, well, figuratively speaking, little stick from Patel. Don't know bubkis about it other than it's Patel, so be careful about nicotine bombs. Also, you're going to have fairly excellent construction and a nice, looks like triple cap on there. Provided, of course, I can keep it in frame. And you got 1, 2, 3 caps. So rest assured, this is a cigar that will not fall apart on you, unless, of course, you cut like down here. Why you would do that, I have no idea. Okay. I really hate it when they triple cap and I end up cutting off like the entire first cap. Ooh, got some aroma coming off there right now. Yeah. Toasty. Alright, so light scorch job later. I think I may need to fix this a second here. Hang on. Oh, work with me. There we go. Ooh, that's creamy. That's good. It's got this very kind of, almost like a sweet cream kind of note to it. It's not bad. It's kind of funny. I've had more of the few of these so far. I was definitely not expecting that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this light, get down to about the first inch, and see if anything kind of wakes up. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, solid inch in so far. Kind of interesting. A little bit of earthiness. I want to say maybe a slight leathery note. Ugh. Yeah, does your cigar taste like letters? If it does, you might not want to send the mail before taking the smoke. Anyway. There's a little bit of a pepperiness to it. It's not really like in-your-face pepper or spice, like spicy spice, but you do notice it. Retrohale so far is a little nondescript, so I'm probably going to keep working on that before I actually get into what that's going on with, how that's working out. But eventually I'll figure out what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so far, retrohale so far is, it's there, but overall though, slightly sweet, not bad. And yes, I'm in a giant concrete tube, so everything sounds like ass. My apologies. Probably also massively overexposed too. Anywho, yeah, so far, shaping up to have some pretty interesting flavors in the form of like earthiness, leatheriness, a little sweet, a little spicy, and overall, it's kind of the standard friendly cigar smell. As in, take this into a lounge, I don't think anybody would be laughing you out of the front door. But anyway, I'm gonna end up getting this down about the halfway point, and hopefully not catching all kinds of weird graffiti. I don't think I am. I think it's just bug garbage. Anyway, I'll get back to you at the halfway pointer. Okay, well, I think I've pretty much hit the halfway point here, and the ash is hanging on for dear life. If you're looking for a long ash competition, this is probably the one to do. So far, flavor's kind of matured from starting off kind of creamy to a little peppery to very earthy, peaty, slightly like an ale bitterness to it. I can definitely recommend having a nice peaty scotch or a very hoppy ale. Well, it's like 90 degrees out here right now, and kind of smoky because it's summertime in Colorado, so obviously half the state is on fire. But anyway, as you can see, that ash is just hanging on. Quick note here, I have had to do a little bit of a touch-up, and that could be due to my light, or it could be due to the fact that this is kind of in Gordo territory, and I'm going to say that you probably shouldn't be smoking anything higher than about a 55 ring gauge, just because of the fact that after that you get so much bulk and filler that it's kind of hard to get a good light. Man, that is just hanging on. I keep waiting for this ash just like kerflop and like make a mess. It's not doing it. Well, yeah, so far. Yeah, Red Royale kind of doubles down on the somewhat peaty nature of it. Overall, though, pretty much very interesting smoke. Definitely good for a hot afternoon because it's got the kind of refreshing, bitter, kind of good light ale kind of note to it. So definitely good for hot afternoon, hanging out, having a chit chat. Ugh, I've got to stop saying that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and yank the band and smoke this down to the nub. I'll go ahead and probably let you know when the ash decides to go, if it doesn't do that in the next puff or two. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up losing the ash when I take the band off. Well, anyway, we'll see how that works at the nub. Okay. So, kind of a weird twist from my usual reviews. The ash just fell off like right at the nub. So yeah, it held on for a pretty good long while. Also, there was this really weird gust of wind, so I think that might have had something to do with it. But overall, though, yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. Anyway, this is about as good a time as a final update, because at this point, it basically is just kind of washing out into hot tobacco. So far, the overall synopsis of this would be that it starts off kind of creamy, gets a little peppery, goes to a very earthy, peaty hoppiness, bitter, slightly bitter, but not in a bad way. It ends up being rather refreshing, believe it or not. Yeah, once you get down to this point, all the flavors just starts to wash out. Yes, it is still kind of hot out here, and it's like I keep pointing out with Rocky Patel cigars, Rocky tends to blend a little on the strong side, so you might want to try making a Rob Roy cocktail to drink with this. What is a Rob Roy? It is basically an old-fashioned, but made with scotch. So that's sugar, a little bit of water, a couple dashes of bitters, whiskey, ice, stirred. Pretty simple. For some reason, the recipe is exactly the same, but if you use American whiskey or anything that's not scotch, it turns into an old-fashioned. If you use scotch, it's a Rob Roy. Why? Because of reasons. Anyway, the thing about these Rocky Patels is they can be kind of expensive. So if you get the money for a box, by all means, check them out. Otherwise, I would say probably try getting a 5-pack or something. Something a little easier on the pocketbook. Overall, though, definitely an excellent cigar. Had a few transitions, which is always nice. But otherwise was fairly consistent after about the first stage. Yeah, definitely check them out if you get a shot. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this. If you like this review or any review, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if you've had a different experience or if there's anything you want to see reviewed. Need some airflow out here, good lord. Beyond that, check out my Twitch streams. Sunday to Friday night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's usually recorded for a couple days afterwards. They tend to get kind of... They don't really stack well, It's like, so whatever you see on Sunday is probably not going to last until Friday's broadcast. So, anyway, just pointing that out. Yeah, I don't actually know where I'm going with this. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say for this thing. I'll see you next time.